Hello and welcome to highlights of stage 4 of the Lloyds Tour of Britain men from Atherton to Burton Dassett Country Park. 186.9 kilometres today, 8.3 kilometres of neutralised section. The riders would be taking in Olaf Koy, taking a 10-second advantage over teammate Matthew Brennan into the stage with Alberto Dianese third at 14 seconds. Through kilometre 0, and there would be a lot of attacks before the breakaway was finally established. It was Josh Golliker of the Great Britain national team and Rory Townsend that went clear. They would be joined at the front by Cedric Berlitz of the team of Lotto, Victor Vakuli of Flanders Baloise, Zeb Kiffin of the Unibet Titama Rockets trying to get across, but unfortunately he tried to go just as the express train was leaving the station. He wouldn't get on, unfortunately, leaving us 4 leaders. The big question was, could Olaf Koy get up the Burton Dassett climb? And we were here in 2019. It was a stage victory for Matthew van der Poel ahead of Matteo Trentin. Trentin back in this race for Tudor Pro Cycling. It was Soudal Quickstep that were controlling affairs on the front of the bunch through the intermediate sprint point at Covington with 101.8 kilometres to go. Rory Townsend taking that ahead of Josh Golliker, with Vakuli taking the 1 second. There was a rear wheel puncture for Geraint Thomas of the Ineos Grenadiers. Tried to give a fan a bottle just as one of the cars came past. The beautiful custom bike being made for Geraint Thomas. On to our first King of the Mountains of the day at Friz Hill. It was Victor Vakuli and Josh Golliker that would set out a battle for the King of the Mountains jersey. Both riders had been in the breakaway together on day 1. So 6 points to Vakuli over the top of the first climb. They would then go on to Fant Hill for the second climb. And it would be the same order between 1 and 2, with the Flanders Baloise rider taking the maximum points. Josh Golliker crossing the line in second place. The peloton, though, were trying to line things up for Sunrising Hill. It was a right turn into the climb, averaging 10%, maxing out at 15, with Victor Vakuli adding another 6 points to his tally. Golliker crossing the line in second. In the peloton behind, though, everything was starting to kick off. A few riders just testing their legs out. It was on to the climb at Burton Dassett Hills in the country park. Our breakaway group managing to crest the summit, still in the lead, but their gap was tumbling. Remco Evenepoel lighting it up on the climb, and with him went Pavel Sivakov and AJ August, the young Ineos Grenadiers rider from the USA. Would this be the big move of the day? Bauke Mollema in the yellow, red and blue of Lidl Trek, making it up to the chasers. They made contact with the breakaway, but Team Visma Lisa bike brought things back together. Thomas Gloag was the rider that brought it back under control. Onto the climb for the penultimate time. Fred Wright attacking for Bahrain victorious. Rui Oliveira of the UAE team cresting the summit, taking maximum points in the King of the Mountains. There was then a big move by Andreas Lechnersson, the Norwegian national champion. It looked like he had timed the move perfectly, but kind of ran out of gas. The green jersey, though, was losing time, and that jersey would be passing to a new recipient. It was on to the climb for the final time. Sam Watson, the British national champion, on the front, led it out. It's all about timing. Evenepoel there, Tone Arts in the red of the team of Lotto, Julien Alaphilippe, Romain Gregoire of Groupama FDJ. Watson lining it up on the front. Romain Gregoire coming through. This is the point where the climb just levels off, then kicks up around the final corner. Milan Varda moving up in the blue and white of Q36.5. He went first. Watson reacted. Julien Alaphilippe would go right. Romain Gregoire would go left. A little shimmy through the inside from Alaphilippe just as Romain Gregoire kicked around the outside. And it would be a battle of the French riders as Romain Gregoire came up to the top of the climb. And a well-deserved stage victory for the Frenchman ahead of Julien Alaphilippe, with Zambanini crossing the line in third.
We'll see you for the presentation in a few moments' time.
Perfect timing from Romain Gregoire to take the stage ahead on. He takes a 2-second advantage over Matthew Brennan into stage 5, with Alaphilippe third at 4 seconds.